Hello everyone, and today I'll be discussing about the area and parameter of trapezium. And first of all, we will discuss what is trapezium, and then we will be looking at few questions to understand the concept. So let's begin. First of all, I have a trapezium here. A trapezium has one pair of parallel sides. That means two opposite sides of a trapezium is parallel, but they are not equal of length. And two other sides are not parallel and they are not equal as well. Other than that, it has a common height which is perpendicular to both of the parallel lines. So these are important things which are used in the formulas, and the formula is area of trapezium is half into height, which should be perpendicular to both the parallel lines, and then sum of both the sides that are parallel. That means I need to first add the length of these two lengths which are parallel, and then I will multiply it by height, and then I will multiply it by 1 over 2 to get the answer of area of trapezium. After that, if I talk about the parameter, the formula for the parameter of the trapezium, I will add all the sides. That means that this length of this side, and this side, all the sides should be added to get the parameter of this trapezium. So I have few questions regarding it. First of all, I have a table here which has two pair of parallel sides. In the first case, I have been given with parallel side 1, which is called as A, and parallel side 2, which is known as B, and then height that is perpendicular to both these parallel lines. And then I have been asked to calculate the area with the help of the formula which I have been explained just now. So I will just plug in the values here. That height is 6 centimeter. The parallel side is 7 and 11, so A and B are 7 and 11, and height is 6. So using this formula, I will simplify it to get the answer of area of trapezium. First of all, I will add these values up using the BODMAS. So first of all, I will solve the bracket, and then I will multiply it by 6 and half to get the answer of area of trapezium, which is 54 centimeters square. After that, in the B part, I have been given with the area and two parallel sides, but the height is missing. So I can use the formula again, and instead I will plug in the value of area of trapezium, and the height would be height would be as h. So there it is. Area of trapezium is 126, which is given in the question, and then half into height is h, and now parallel sides are 8 and 10. So I have written here 8 and 10. So I will add these values up. This would be 18, and here it is multiplying, there it would be divided, so it will become a denominator, and 2 is multiplying here, dividing here, so there it would be multiplied, so it is multiplied here, and h will be the subject which I need to calculate, and after solving it using the BODMAS, I will obtain the answer as 14 meters. After that, talking about the third part, it has one parallel side missing. So I will plug in the values now, and the value of B would be missing, and I will be finding the value of B. So in this case, I have plugged the values as area of trapezium is 72, which is given here, and the height is 8, which is here, and A and B, A is given to us and B is missing. So A is 5, so I have plugged in 5, and B is missing. So first of all, I need to solve this part, this multiplication part, and then I can open up this bracket so that 5 can be subtracted and B can be calculated. So what should I do to in order to do that? So there is 2 which is dividing here, and 8 is multiplying, so I can cancel these up. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and now as 4 is multiplying on the right hand side of the equal to, on the other side it will be divided, so it became the denominator, and here on the right hand side 5 is adding with the B, and on the other side it would be subtracted. So after solving it, I will get the answer as 13 millimeter, which would be the length of the parallel side, that is B. One more question I have here, that the figure shows a trapezium. This is a trapezium, and it has a height of 15 centimeter. As I've told you earlier that it should be perpendicular to the line, which are parallel. So this is perpendicular here, this is perpendicular here. So this is the height of this trapezium, and DC and AB are the parallel sides of this trapezium. So in order to calculate the area of this trapezium, I will use these values as 15 as height, 20 and 35.5 as the parallel sides. So when I want to calculate the area of trapezium, so I can use the formula as I stated earlier, that half into height multiplied by both the parallel sides, and height is 15, A is 20 and B is 35.5 as it is given here. So after solving it using the board mesh, I will get the answer as 416.25 centimeters squared. Then I need to calculate the perimeter of the trapezium. That means perimeter are this blue lines, which is outer border of this trapezium. So I will add all these values, that is 20 plus 18 plus 35.5 plus 16, to get the perimeter of this trapezium. And here it is, the perimeter of trapezium is equals to sum of all sides, and 20 plus 18, 35.5 and 16 all added to get 89.5 centimeter. So this is the perimeter of trapezium. So discussing one more question, this is a trapezium again. This SR is SR and PQ are parallel side as it is shown here, and this 10 is the height, which is perpendicular to the parallel lines here. So the figure shows a trapezium PQRS where PQ is 12 meter and PS is 13 meter. If PT is equals to 10 meter and the area and perimeter of the trapezium is 150 meters square and 54.7 meters respectively, find the length of RS. I need to calculate the value of RS, which is RS. That means I need to know the parallel side length. It is just like a case I did in the table where the length of B was missing. Here the height is given, the area is given to us, that is 150, and the parallel side, I have one parallel side, I have other side missing. So I can plug in the value in the formula of area of trapezium, that is half into height into A plus B, that is parallel sides, and B is this RS, which I need to calculate. So I plugged in the value as RS. So I will cancel this. 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, and here 5 is multiplying, there will be divided, and 12 is adding up here, and on the other side it would be subtracted. So after solving it, I will get the answer as 18 meter, which is RS. After that, I need to know the parameter. I have been given the parameter as 54.7 meters, and I need to know this RQ value, this QR or RQ value. So I can add all the values to get the perimeter. So I can add this PQ, this QR, this RS, and this SP. And I have this value PQ, I have this PS, I have this SR now, as I've calculated here, and this QR would be unknown to be calculated. So I can use the formula of area of perimeter of the trapezium, and this perimeter is 54.7 is equals to sum of all the sides, that is 12, 13, and this 18, and this is unknown, that is QR. So I will add these values, and there it would be it would be subtracted as it is adding up here, and there it would be subtracted from 54.7, and I'll obtain the answer as 11.7 centimeter, which would be the length of QR. So let's talk one more question. The figure shows a trapezium ABCD where AB is perpendicular to AD. That means this is AD and this is BC. They are parallel, and AB is perpendicular to line AD and BC, which means that 12 is the height of this trapezium, and this 12 and 14 are the parallel sides. And when I talk about this inner part, this is a triangle which has a base of 14, and this height would be same as this 12. So I have a triangle here in the center, and this whole shape is trapezium, and I need to calculate the area of the shaded figure. And how I can do that? I can first calculate the area of the whole figure, that is trapezium, and then I can separate this unshaded part, so to get the shaded part. as I cannot calculate the area of the shaded part directly. So first of all, I will use the formula of area of trapezium, that is half into height into sum of both the sides, and this height would be 12 as it is perpendicular to the parallel lines, and this 14 and 10 would be added as the parallel sides. So 10 plus 14 is 24, and then it is multiplied by 12, and then it would be cancelled to get 144 centimeter square. After solving it, I can obtain this easily. After that, I need to calculate the area of this inner triangle, that is CEB. So this is 12 and this is 14, so I can use the formula of area of triangle, that is half into base into height. The base is 14 and height is 12. So I can cancel this up. 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, and 6 14s are 84 centimeter square. After that, I need to find the area of the shaded figure, so I can subtract both the values, that is area of shaded region is area of trapezium minus area of triangle, and this 144 is subtracted from 84 to get the answer of shaded region, that is 60 centimeter square. So this is up for the trapezium, and if you have any question, please comment.